Hey there, fellow campers, and welcome to our campsite review on Mariti Bush Camps, situated at the end of the N11, just short of the Groblersdrift Bridge Martinsdrift border post. We took the more direct route through Modimolle and Lephalale on the R33, then following the R510 and the R72 to get to the N11. Stretches of the R33 are a patchwork quilt of repairs, and apart from odd stretches of potholes, the roads were in reasonable condition when we drove them in late June 2023. The entrance is well marked and easy to spot. If you're not in a 4x4, don't worry about the 4x4 camping sign at the entrance. We don't have an off-road vehicle and found the sand road to be easy to drive on. Now, I'm not saying that you can do it in a smart car or a sports car, but any 2x4 bakkie or 2x4 all-wheel drive or SUV vehicle will successfully navigate the entrance to the campsite from May to September, even into October. All of the internal roads are well-maintained sand roads or dirt tracks. There are 2 gates to get through before you're in the main area. This is an electrified fenced working farm with access control, and we felt entirely safe on the property. Now, let me say up front that Mariti offers a bush experience with modern comforts. It's a more remote adventure without the need for having an off-road setup. Mariti is ideal for those wondering if they would enjoy that off-road, more remote experience, where there are no bells and whistles of the resorts. It's also an ideal place to check out your off-road rig before you really do wander off into those remoter areas with fewer facilities. And it's perfect just for those looking for some peace and solitude without having to do too much hard work. There are 4 campsites. Kingfisher is a smaller campsite. There is a prep area and a sink, a raised braai platform, an appropriately styled private ablution with a shower, flushing toilet and hand basin. For hot water, you'll have to fire up the donkey. This site is at the edge of a pan of water, but it doesn't have a lot of shade. Nearby Jacana is very similar, but it has a lot more shade. Both sites are on bare ground, and a ground sheet is recommended to keep the dust down a little. The facilities and ablutions are the same on both sites, with both having lovely lights hoisted high up into the tree, giving a lovely ambiance at night. And both sites also have multiple 3-pin domestic plug points. Further down the road, you will come to a fenced and gated campsite on the left called Matopi. This is a much larger campsite that will take up to 10 people. This magnificent campsite has a lovely view of the Limpopo River with a small island that is home to a family of bushbuck. Birdlife was prolific even in June, and a welcome change is that we were not raided by monkeys. This campsite has a large prep area and sink with hot and cold water taps, a large raised braai platform and a portable grid. There's also a long roofed windbreak which has lovely paraffin lamp lights. The site has 1 private ablution with a shower, a hand basin and a flushing toilet. The racks are super handy for storing your toiletries. Again, if you want a nice hot shower, fire up the donkey about an hour beforehand. Matopi, like all the sites, is on bare ground with a soft dirt layer, and a ground sheet is really recommended to keep the dust down. The last of the 4 sites is in Nyala, which is their premier spot. Nyala will accommodate up to 20 people. There are a number of domestic 3-pin plug points and magnificent shade trees along the riverbanks. The kitchen area is modern and well equipped with a single hob, large fridge, kettle, washing up sinks and a prep area. There are 2 ablution blocks, both with a shower, hand basin and flushing toilet. Lots of places to hang clothes and towels. Nyala does have electric geysers. There is an almost entirely enclosed rock boma for those cold and windy nights, while there is a second open area with a braai, another prep area and a sink. Now, Mariti is not a resort. There is no swimming pool, no restaurant, no bar, no shop, no communal area. It is in the ideal location as a one-night stopover for those traveling to and from Botswana. But for those who enjoy solitude, stargazing and birdlife, you can easily stay for a week. If you pack your rod and tackle, you can even try some catch and release fishing, go for a walk or explore the area on your mountain bike. Just take care, there may not be any big and hairy scaries, but there certainly are snakes and other bushveld creatures which you may come across. For us, we indulged in nostalgia. Harking back to our off-road camping days, it was our choice to cook breakfast, lunch and dinner over a fire. You don't need to, there is electricity. We did it just for fun. On the flip side, it was great that the van was plugged into shore power and we could just flip a switch to boil the kettle for a cup of coffee. On the technology front, we were able to make calls, send emails and even stream YouTube on Vodacom. The MTN signal was much more erratic and would go down entirely for extended periods. Mariti is affected by load shedding and the cell towers are affected too. There are no major shops nearby, so rather bring everything you need, including your drinking water, but fuel is available nearby. I do understand that for anyone who prefers resorts with lots of entertainment, Mariti will not be the place for them. For us, it was pure magic, and we will definitely plan another visit. Well, that's it for this one. Thank you for your time. Stay safe, be well, and I hope to catch you in a campsite sometime.